Hi, everybody. I have to tell you, this is really strange. I'm trying something totally new. And I thought that I could kind of play with it a little bit before I went live, but that doesn't seem to be working. So, what I wanted to do was to invite a guest. So, bear with me for a minute and let's see if this works. All right. I am not sure. Hi, how are you? This is really strange. I'm trying to do a live stream and I'm trying to include somebody else. It's my first time using this, so bear with me. I could be a total, utter failure. I am. Hi, it's nice to see you, Myra. Hi, Sandy. I am trying desperately to make this thing work so that I can have two of us in here talking to you at the same time. I know I'm going to be fine at this, but I can't promise I'm going to be fine at this moment. So it is what it is. So we may as well make use of this time until I see if it works. And let me tell you, we had our first snowstorm of the season. I could have I could have lived without it. It was not nice. It made me think loving thoughts of Florida. Actually, Sandy, we had a lot less. Yeah, it says I'm chatting with David, and hopefully that's what I'll be doing, but he can't seem to get in. I'm trying. We had a lot less snow than we were expected to. Hi, Evie. They had talked about having anywhere from a foot of snow on up, and it turned out that it was probably maybe 5 or 6 inches here, tops. Problem was it was a very wet, very cold, very dense snow. So it was tough. I was trapped. I finally had to get somebody to come and dig me out. I am at the moment dug out. I'm glad that it's over, and I hope it's not. Oh my God, I don't know how to do this. I'm doing something really wrong, and I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying. Oh, it says you're in. Oh, hi, Sheila. This is so bizarre. It's saying to me, oh my Lord. Yeah, it is working. I don't know why he's not able to make it work. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry to do this live and to totally foul up, but if I do get it to work, it's going to be something terrific. Yes, I do. Yeah, I know. I do definitely have thoughts of Florida, especially yesterday and today. It's been freezing cold. We had all that snow and I hated it. I hated every minute of it. I've had enough snow in my life. I would be very happy to see it on a television screen or in a movie. No more new. What's new? I have been really, really busy with my, let's see if he's there. Shoot. I've been very busy with my online selling stuff. I I have been a little bit busy with real estate, although that seems to be over for the moment. And I'm trying hard to kind of keep on some kind of an even keel until my life makes that turn to whatever the direction that I'm going is. But I'm trying to do it with some kind of equanimity. I'm not sure how that works, but I'm giving it a go. I'm learning a lot, and I always love to learn. I feel when I do that as if life is somehow working. I'm happier when I do it. And all of that is okay. I've got no complaints. This is wonderful, the way the chat is showing up for me here. So it would be really easy for us to engage. If I am able to finally figure out how to add somebody to this, I'm telling David that it's working, because when I try the link, it works for me, but for some reason it's not working for him. I'm not sure if it's because he's on Mac. Your daughter is being outbid on. Let me tell you something, Sandy. Everybody is being outbid on houses everywhere. I had a listing, and we only showed it for 2 days because the seller didn't want to show it any more than that. Because of COVID, we could only have one group in there at a time, no more than 2 people with their agent. They had to wear masks and gloves, and it was raining the first day. We had people standing in the pouring rain for a half hour to an hour to wait to get in. At the end of the 2 days, we had 10 offers, and the house wound up selling for about 50 some odd $1,000 over the asking price. That's how crazy the market is right now. So it's going to be a little bit difficult for your daughter right now. I think it's very, very hard. And all the buyers who lose get really frustrated. They get really upset. And it is what it is. Sometimes it comes down to terms, and sometimes it's just money. They are going for crazy prices, and they're selling like that. So I don't know if this is the perfect time. If there's any way that she can wait a little bit, I think it's going to change. The question is when. So I am hoping that I can get my house ready before it changes. I have a long way to go. There's a lot left for me to do. I've had a lot of help from a friend of mine, and got the garage cleaned out. The basement is probably 2/3 cleaned out, and we were power washing my fence before it got freezing cold, and we couldn't do it anymore because the water was going to freeze right on both of our bodies. So that didn't work out too well. But it's good to get that stuff done. Unfortunately, as I try to get rid of things, I'm in a business that brings lots of things into the house. So that's not a good thing. I'm not hearing from David. This is so upsetting. Hold on. Her friend got in Lindenhurst. Oh, okay. Yeah. The seller putting 15,000 in escrow. That's a lot. That's a lot. They typically don't do that. They typically will put a few thousand in escrow. So yeah, it sounds like that worked well for her. I know Lindenhurst really well, actually, because, well, my friend Ken lives not far from there, so we tend to have gone for rides through it. It's funny. I just got message telling me that another home sold. The houses are selling like hotcakes here. So yeah, Myra, yes, a little bit. I had somebody I had been working with for 4 years. He was going to sell, he was going to buy, and every time he decided to do it, he didn't feel right about it. So the timing just wasn't right in his world. So he wound up calling me, and he was finally ready. So That's what happened. I wound up selling his house and getting him another house. David's trying it now. I hope it works. So yes, yeah, Sandy, it will. The taxes are crazy here. They are absolutely crazy. People have got to grieve their taxes every year because they've gone up tremendously. It's really bad. The valuations that they put on homes has gone up. Oh dear, he wants to know if I sent him a link. I can't believe it. I keep sending him links. Hang in there. I don't know how to. I sent it to him twice. If I foul this up, forgive me. Again, it's the first time. I promise I'll get better at this. Okay, I need to get off this for 1 second to send this link to him. So bear with me. I'm just sending the link again. I don't know if you can hear me. No. Oh, no. Wait. Oh, my heavens. Where did it go? Oh, Lord. I cannot find it at all. Oh, my God. This is bad. Okay. All right. Okay, I sent him a link again, and I just hope that it works. Okay, I'm sorry, Myra. I really totally fouled up. Yeah. Yes. No, I just was trying to get David into this. The whole purpose of doing this live was to try to get to be able to share the screen and to be able to do a live with him. So my apologies. This is obviously not my typical. And yeah, I'm gonna give him another minute or two to try to get on. If he can, great. If not, I'm just gonna end it. I'll figure it out. Oh, he's gonna try it again now. Oh. It's a very clear picture. I know. That's why I wanted to use this service, because it's really good, but there is a little bit of a learning curve. And obviously I'm not there. I thought I was, but it's not that simple. I'll try it again. And if any of you stick with me, we'll see if it works. As I say, I'm going to give David 1 or 2 minutes to try it again. See what happens. He said, hold on. So I'm holding on. It is a little like Zoom, but it's supposed to be better. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my God.
Okay. I mean, it's not like George Clooney just showed up.
Hi.
You knew I was coming, right?
Can you hear me? I can't hear you. David, is your microphone on, right?
Yes, it is.
I
I
can hardly hear you.
Hold
Can
on.
you put up your volume?
Let me just put headphones on. Hold on.
Can anybody hear David? Let me know. Obviously, we are having some tech. You can hear him? Can you hear him at a normal level? Yes? Okay, then it's my.
All right. Is that better?
Oh, there you go. It was my phone. Sorry about that. Okay, it's nice to see you, David.
I don't know if it was your phone. I think it was my earphones.
Oh, okay.
Hi. You are talking to other people. Are there other people?
Well, there are no other people on this. This is a live video. So people are
Uh,
able to see us and they're able to interact with us.
got it. I just thought you were getting a little older and talking to nobody. So,
I definitely do that sometimes. So
so
you can certainly respond to the comments as well. And
there are comments?
do you see them?
Okay. I don't know. Oh, maybe, I don't know. Maybe, oh, comments. I guess I have to click on this comment thing. Yes, I now see them.
Okay. Okay, great. The reason I wanted
Got
to do this is I thought that this would be a great thing for us to do. If we could do it on some kind of a regular basis, whether, I don't know, once a week during this, once every other week, whatever you're up for, David, because your life is a lot more interesting than mine.
Really? I don't know who's going to agree with that, but that's fine. Yeah, if I'm the celebrity of the two of us, I guess you know we'll work with that.
Doesn't take a whole lot. So tell me what is working for you at this moment in time, living in this COVID-filled world, and what is making your life extremely difficult?
Let's see. Well, uh, I don't get to live with Rachel for a lot of the time, so that's a little difficult. Uh, and we're doing that, to be smart and, protect each other and family and whatever, because I have to go out for work. And fortunately, one of us can work from home while one of us works from out. So that's a challenge. And, I think, I don't know, I guess I have the same challenges probably that everybody has. This is just impossible for everybody, and you have to find a way to make possible out of impossible. So but I think I see little things that make me happy and hopeful every once in a while. I go out and I see little kids that are wearing a mask, and they'll point to somebody at a grocery store who maybe their mask is underneath their nose, and like a little 5-year-old kid will point to somebody and show them that they have to pull up their mask on their nose, and so that's kind of cool. And but I would imagine there'll come a day when we'll just look back at this, and these will be the COVID years.
I wonder if, I mean, a year ago, to imagine that the whole world would be walking around in public wearing masks. I remember seeing scenes when they had that, what was it? Was it SARS? It was something that they had a few years back that had people, I don't even remember where it was.
Yeah, it was a different version of, isn't this, aren't they like both some sort of SARS thing? They call one SARS 1 and SARS 2 or something.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. By the way, you can tell everybody that yes, I can see the comments now. I've adjusted myself so I can see them. So yes.
I'm looking at Sandy's comments and trying not to laugh.
Yeah. So A, thank you. B, you're not nobody. C, I can read. Yes. And that's it. So yeah, we're all good. I think I'm caught up.
That's good.
Anyway, but look, I don't know. There's a lot of COVID talk, and it's also hard because I see a lot of things out there that are frustrating. This doesn't have to be as bad as we have made it, and there are a lot of people who have opinions about it, and that translates into not necessarily doing the right thing, or making it challenging for others. So, I don't want to turn this into a COVID bashing session. I don't want to turn it into a political thing. I don't want to turn it into anything. But I don't know. COVID sucks, and it sucks for everybody, and for some people a lot worse than others. And so,
That's true. Hi, Rosanna. Nice to see you.
Is this another one of your imaginary friends?
He is so bad to me. He really is.
Well, I haven't spoken to you in a little while. I'm saving it all up.
Yes, I know.
We're good, but I'm enjoying this Ellen moment that you're having.
I'm actually enjoying.
And she's actually got COVID, I think. So hopefully she's getting better. But so she may need you to step in. So this is good.
I will have to polish up my act. I think
Gotcha.
if I want to try to do that.
So talk about something fun, not COVID. Let's talk about something else.
What does your daughter say about me? I think I missed.
Probably that you're the next Ellen, or
Oh.
maybe you're the far in the future Ellen. Maybe that'd be more, way to say it.
Son of a gun. I have actually missed seeing you. This is very nice to see you this way.
Is it? There are probably easier ways than it took to get on this thing. I was thinking that while we were doing this, if I had just sent you a picture of me in the mail, you could have just held it up faster than this took. But here we are. I don't think we should ever shut this off. I think we should just let it keep going, and just every once in a while, every couple of weeks, just walk back in front of it and start talking. So.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
How is the weather in California? I don't know, because I'm actually in Oregon right now. But I was in California recently, and the weather was just dandy. And it's 70 something and sunny. If it weren't, it's probably too soon to make any COVID related jokes, because I could have said it was 78 and COVID, but because in Los Angeles, it's like you can't walk 10 feet probably without bumping into somebody who's tested positive, at least according to the statistics. But anyway, California weather is nice. And Oregon weather is constantly raining. So
I know.
It's just it's 54. It's 54 and moist. So
I love that.
The cookie business. How's the cookie business? We're fortunate that the grocery business in general has done well, and
because people are eating more.
Yeah, they are, and I think, although I still don't get why. I don't get the toilet paper thing. I really don't. I mean, do people have to go to the bathroom more now suddenly? I don't get it. I mean, just think about it for a second. If we just all bought the regular amount of stuff, it would just be there. People, the media says, there's going to be a run on stuff, and suddenly everybody just believes that, and they rush out and buy stuff. And, I see the person in front of me online, and they're got this big thing of toilet paper, and I'm like, where are you going with that? What is possibly happening in your life that you need that much toilet paper? So anyway, the cookie thing is good. We're fortunate. We're not curing cancer, which would be really cool. But we're kind of that next rung down where we're just making people happy. One little round disc at a time. So cookies are good. People are buying them. We're on our way to being in about 31 states. I won't turn this into a commercial, but we can make that a different episode if you want. But yes, the cookie business is good. Sorry, that was a long answer to a very short question. The rest of you that ask questions will probably think twice about it before you ask me another question.
By the way, just a little aside, you forgot to send me my cookies.
I don't know if I did forget to send you your cookies. They may be somewhere in the grand scheme of processing. I could show you pictures of, we've got like 500 boxes that are like lined up, getting ready to be labeled and go out and whatever it is. And I'm sure that yours is in there somewhere.
I hope
promise you
so.
it's in there somewhere.
I hope
But
so.
I will. Your cookies are on their way.
Good. Because I need them. There's a little spot where my muffin top is thinning, so I need to fill it out.
Okay,
I,
we're
I
getting borderline weird here for me. So, um,
it's always borderline weird when we have these chats.
yes, I agree. So yes, good to hear. Thank you very much. In Oregon, and you're so right. Thank you. And if she's taking over for Ellen, she has to give away any cars and vacations. Okay, apparently you have to give away some stuff to make this show more Ellen-like. See, I sadly don't. I actually would like to watch Ellen. I've seen a few episodes, but I guess she gives stuff away. So you need to give stuff away. You could look around the house and probably find stuff to give. In fact, that's actually what you should do. Now that I think about it, you should revamp this whole show. This should be a show where you get people to take your garbage. Just this is like eBay but free. Just take it. So yeah, so you should practice. Grab something from the house and say this is a giveaway. If I would start with that old sofa you have. So
It's a little big though.
hey, listen, the greatest thing. I'm still amazed at how things like eBay work, where basically people pay you to come take away your garbage. It's just the craziest thing ever. So you should get on board with that.
It's actually working well for me. Yeah, I'm very happy with it. The last several days, selling stuff, so it's good. It's really nice, and I love the way eBay works because it dings whenever somebody buys something. It's almost like the sound of a cash register, and I go
Oh yeah,
running
all
to I
right.
go running to my phone.
Yeah, that's the same way for how Amazon works. Actually, that whole
Yeah,
cash register thing. It's pretty
yeah,
cool.
yeah. I love it. Are you still selling on Amazon?
We're out of stock at the moment, but we're working on it. We've been happily inundated with large orders, and so we're out of stock on our own website. We're out of stock on Amazon, but we're working on it diligently.
Oh wow,
So yeah, we're
that's
we're
good to
getting there.
that's good to know. And how are the boys?
They are they're great, and thankfully much better and smarter and better looking and just all sorts of better things than me. And so I'm so happy for them. They're great. They just did or are doing finals. They're going through finals, and they are living their lives somehow magically in the middle of all of this. In tiny little bits. They're they've each got, like a couple of friends where they're quarantined and the friends are quarantined. And so they can see each other in tiny little, bits as long as they agree not to go anywhere else. And so they have their own little bubble now that they've created. But they're good.
That's good.
They're good. Zach's huge. He's like 6 foot giant something.
I know
Um,
he really is enormous.
and yeah,
Yeah.
he is. He is
How does
tall and
it
skinny.
feel looking up to him?
Um, how does it feel? Well, it doesn't really do anything for my ego. You know, but I'm happy that he, I'm happy that he's grown up nicely. So no complaints. Um, Somebody wants your belts, apparently. So you should get on that. And
Oh no, no,
so
thank you. Yes, I agree with you.
how do you know that she wasn't talking to me? And maybe she went online and found a picture of my kids. So, um, anyway,
Actually, no, no.
uh,
David's older son looks very much like him. And by the way, David, somebody had mentioned recently that that Dylan looks a lot like Grandma.
yes. If you and I were more technologically prepared for this, you would have like pictures right now that you could pop up and,
You're
and say,
exactly right.
look at
And there,
this. And
there is the
so
capability of doing that. So we got past the first hurdle. So hopefully we'll be able to get to a point where we can actually do that.
we will.
Next
So
time, next time, maybe we can even have a script so we know where we're headed.
oh, you don't think this is invigorating for the masses? The way we're doing this? It's this sort of off the cuff kind of, banter that, you know, so.
Sandy, you're killing me. You are killing me. Did you see what you wrote?
Everybody's very focused on a variety of my hair, various hair.
What?
So,
Oh,
yeah.
yes, but
but that's okay. Listen, people talking about you, that's better than people not talking about you. So, and they all seem to be very nice comments. So,
that's only because you're visiting.
I will. Well, who's usually on this side of the screen?
On this side, well, this is the first time I've done the split screen.
Oh, gotcha.
This is, brand new for me, and I'm thinking that it's going to work.
Okay. You're going to start dragging your brothers into this and everything?
I'm going to start, yes. Yeah, I should do that. I could do the whole family.
You could. That would be nice. Be the last time you see everybody. Yeah. No, that would be good. Actually, this is interesting. This is, this whole sharing your family and your world. This used to be reserved, and we used to be able to keep this inside, the house, and we didn't have to share the crazy with everybody. It's like technology has let the cat out of the bag, so to speak, but not always in a good way. There's all this reality TV stuff where, I watch and I'm like, why do people care about watching somebody go get groceries? I don't understand. But I mean, I might get groceries later today. So if you all want to follow me, you can come with me to get the groceries.
You're going out to get them?
No, getting the groceries to me means ordering Instacart, and we really should get like some money from Instacart for saying that, because I could have said anything, but anyway, ordering. I mean, it means ordering Instacart, and when I say go get the groceries, I mean go to the front door and get them when they are delivered. So
it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard when it goes back to normal, and you have to actually go.
I don't think. I think it's gonna be a long time. I mean, being in the food business, I will tell you that. I mean, all the major food retailers, grocery. I mean, everybody is really putting a ton of effort into the whole online thing for the future, not just for now. I don't know what the statistic is, but a lot of people, a high percentage of people who have ordered online for the first time in the past 6 or 12 months, say that they are going to continue to substantially order online going forward, even after the pandemic is done. I think people realize, how easy, how convenient it is, and and all of the online services offer things, with like free delivery and discounts and stuff like that. And so
there is a lot. By the way, Sandy, Maddie is on. That's great. David, they were asking where in Oregon.
Springfield, outside of Eugene, and although I'm sometimes in different places, at the moment I'm in Springfield, right outside of Eugene, where the University of Oregon. Even though a lot of people will yell at me, I'll say it for the locals: go Ducks! But yeah, that's where I am.
And I think what I'm going. Where is Maddie? Because Maddie's in Oregon.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Right next door, somebody says.
Oh.
Right next door. Do you mean literally right next door? I mean, like, should I look outside?
Oh, really?
Um,
Oh, that's funny. Son of a gun.
so
Nice to see you, Maddie. I think about you all the time. You and those wonderful, wonderful socks. And it's certainly the time for it right now, the way things are. I think what I'd like to do for a little bit, if everybody's okay with it, is open it up to your questions for David. If anybody has any specific questions that you'd like to ask about anything, because as I say, he's the one with the life. I'm practicing.
so much as it is. So I spend most
That's
of my life in the car these days.
that is absolutely true. David drives so much that it's incredible. How much mileage do you have on that car?
In the past 12 months, probably about 45 to 50,000 miles.
I'm surprised. I would have thought it would be even more than that.
So sometimes it is. If the question about the earbuds is for me, it is my
It
good
better
old
be because I'm
Apple
not wearing any.
AirPods. Um, they're just Apple AirPods. They're the ones that I've had forever. They're not the newest, fanciest ones, but they are, I will tell you, they are 2 years old, and they are fantastic. And I've never had a problem with them. And they switch between my phone and my iPad and my computer. And while I'm doing this Apple commercial, I will tell you the other thing that's great about them is that you can just put one of them in, and then when the battery starts to run down on that, you just flip to the other one because they work independently of each other. And so that's kind of cool. So yeah,
So that means you hear in one ear?
yes, I hear in, well, I mean, I hear in both ears, but I don't
Right.
hear you, and I only hear me, and right. So, and I just wanted to clarify, you know. So, no, I can switch. That's why I switched a few minutes ago, because I'll if I'm actively using them, you know, they'll each individually last for, you know, half an hour or something like that. If you're actively in a call, if you're just listening to music or just have them in, they'll go for hours. Um, but anyway, someone else is here and saying hi. Looking to buy.
Oh,
That's why I
hi.
asked.
I haven't seen you in
Sure,
a
we do
long
a whole
time.
thing on Apple if you're looking to buy. But I personally recommend these. A lot of people like the Beats, the ones that go in that, because they have a thing around your neck, and that way when you take them out, they just hang from your neck and you don't lose them. I tend not to lose my tech. But anyway, and I'm still wearing the Apple Watch that you got me a long time ago.
Yeah, Irene, it's nice to see you. It's been a long time. But then again, I have really been kind of off the main road for a while.
We covered good. Did I miss the part about the porn?
Yeah, yeah. I think Sandy was doing that one on her own.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so that's my pitch for earbuds. And if you ask me any tech question, it's usually going to end in an Apple product. So
Yeah.
for those
By the
that
way,
are Android fans, I apologize.
David's incredible with tech. He really is. Yeah, I go to him every time I have an issue or want to make a purchase. I did not, by the way, get the iPad. That's on my,
On your
that's
to-do
on my
list.
list. But oh yeah, it has been a long time. Oh, thanks a lot. Yes, I believe I'm with you. Also, it does begin to sound like a commercial. And yeah, where did she? Oh, Sheila. Yes, she's been very well behaved. She's been cracking me up. It makes it hard for me to focus. Is this format working well for you all with us on this? Because I would like to continue with this. Sheila, it's really great to see you. I've been missing you a lot. But then again, a good part of that has been my own issue. In
I think
any,
you need to insert commercial breaks every once in a while, give people a chance to go to the bathroom, and you know, sort of thing.
are
I
you
feel
trying to?
like that's the only thing missing from this show.
Uh-huh. Are you trying to tell me that this is too long?
No, listen, I cleared my schedule for you. I have got nothing. Actually, Thursday night football starts in about an hour or so. So I'm going to leave you at that point. But like I said, if you want, I'll just leave the computer running and you all can watch the room. And every once in a while, I'll pass by and say hello. So, but no, I'm good. I'm available. I finished my work, and I'm here for you to talk about all of the nonsense that you want to talk about.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. How is Rachel's sister doing with Milo?
Her new little puppy is, by the way, this is really, now you're really reaching for, people to be interested in this. So if you see people start to, jump off.
Disappear.
Anyway, but yes, my girlfriend's sister's new dog in Portland is adorable and wonderful, and just learned how to bark, or just realized he could bark. And so it's that moment where when they start to bark, and they stop. Sorry, technical problem. That was my phone. So I guess it was because I said I was fully available that my phone started to ring. So no, her dog is great, and very fluffy, and hides under furniture, and bites Rachel's ankles, and when visiting. But puppy, just full of life, and making everybody else crazy.
Yeah. I'm really, really sorry to hear that, Irene, that you had to put your cat down. I had my Milo died October 11th, and it was a really, really difficult time for me. I so get it. I really do. It to this day, it's hard for me. But yeah, that's why I told you when David, when you told me that she got Havanese and that she named him Milo, I was kind of shocked a little bit.
Yeah, everybody thought that was, because they knew after the fact, and everybody thought that was really just odd, bizarre, wild, interesting, wonderful, a
Yeah.
bunch of stuff.
So what I decided was that Milo decided to come back right away, but he wanted to go somewhere else where he knew he would be loved, taken care of, have fun, get to go places.
Yeah.
So it was really great. Sometime send me a picture of him as he's growing up.
Actually, I got to send you her. She teaches art online now. She teaches drawing and sketching and painting, and so I think that the dog is actually in the background in a lot of this stuff. So you actually could log on to one of her things.
Oh, really?
And yeah, I have to find out.
You have to get me a link to it. By the way,
on Facebook. So I'm sure you'll find her in the feeds. Stacy's there.
Right.
I think it's Stacy Oil Paint or something like that. But
Stacy is for those of you watching, Stacy is a very talented artist, as is Rachel's mother. They are both wonderful artists, and I love seeing their work. I actually got to see Rachel's mom do a class when she was in New York. Was that a year ago, or was that more? I think it was about a year and a half, probably. I think she was there during the summer.
Yeah, it was during summer. It
Yeah.
was.
And it's amazing to me to see. I love to watch talented people. It's yeah, at some point I'll leave a link to their stuff so you can take a look at it. Just beautiful. She exhibited in Roslyn, right? Yeah, she did a class in Roslyn.
Yeah, she does. She did New York. She does Scottsdale a lot. She does Santa Fe, and she started. I mean, when she first started doing it, she was doing a lot in down in Laguna Beach and Newport, in that area. But now they do so much stuff online, and they have a ton of people that subscribe, to their different classes, and they do personal critiques of people's stuff. It's amazing. It really is, and Should I be plugging her website, or do you want to link that later?
I will link it, but yeah, you can certainly mention it. It's incredible.
Yeah,
It
it's
really is incredible.
bright light fine art. Bright light fine art. I guess just .com is probably her website, and she's there with two other partners, and they do really special stuff.
Oh, that's funny, Irene, that you remember it that way. Yeah, it was fascinating to me to watch her develop this piece of art from this canvas on which she had only painted the background. And to watch it develop, it reminded me in a little way, and this is amusing in a way, it reminded me of when I or we put on makeup, especially eye makeup, because you're building something that at the beginning, sometimes when you start working on it, it looks downright ugly because the early stages of it is like the beginning or the underpainting of what ends up being the total thing. And I certainly don't want to minimize what they're doing by suggesting that, David, but that's how I can kind of relate to it on a personal level.
That's how I would have related to it.
Have you read any interesting things lately?
Me? Or are you asking
I'm asking you.
your gang? Have I read? I sadly, I get most of my I do most of my reading through links that I find in social media. So, uh, I read a lot of short things, a lot of articles on a daily basis that I just get through social media links. And I read a lot of stuff about the food and grocery world, just for work. I read a lot about the economics of the industry. But then, as far as the fun stuff is concerned, I'm not reading as much because I'm writing. Every time I think I'm going to sit down and read, I say to myself, I really should be writing.
Now, are you talking about writing for work or writing that book that you're committed to do?
No, I'm writing the book, and actually I'm writing a few different things. I'm writing a book. I'm helping Rachel with a book that she's doing. It's a cookbook, and it's a cookbook sort of combined with some sketches that she does, these crazy doodles. I mean, she'll doodle on a whole table, and so we've got these big crazy doodles she has. So I'm helping her with that, and I'm writing. This is just for fun, not because anybody wants it, but I'm writing a TV pilot episode just because I have one in my head and I have to get it out of my head, and so to excise it out of there, I have to write it. And then lastly, I'm writing a screenplay, also not because anybody wants it and not because I'm necessarily going to do anything with it, but just because it's in my head and I have to get it out.
I should tell you all that David is a very, very accomplished writer when it comes to that stuff. I think you've written some great stuff. I really do. I still have one or two of the scripts here, but as you instructed me to, I did get rid of, and that hurts, a number of them, but that was at your request.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. They're on some electronic media somewhere.
Okay.
In the event that somebody can find a floppy drive somewhere, we can dig those up.
Unlike my book, which was committed to paper.
Yes.
And when I was cleaning out the garage, I found some piles of it here and there.
On the Selectric with the ball.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
The Selectric.
I have Dad's manual typewriter.
Do you?
I do. I actually was considering it. So he's got that original Underwood typewriter.
Oh my God! The click, click, click.
And yeah, I was considering doing something crazy with it, which was, I don't know if this will go anywhere, but I was considering contacting Tom Hanks. He collects typewriters, and actually, I was considering contacting him and asking him if he wanted to give a home to this, great typewriter that I felt was just going to collect dust if somebody didn't care for it. And He's got this massive collection of typewriters. And actually, he created an app called the Hanks Writer, which you can download. Again, I'm just full of plugs. So yeah, and but he has an app on the App Store that's called the Hanks Writer, and it basically lets you use lots of different keyboards from lots of different typewriters over the years to write anything, notes, and do things that you normally do in your phone or on your iPad, but do it as if you're doing it in an old style typewriter, because he just loves the sound and the feel and the click and when you type it, it actually shows up on the screen as if you typed it on a typewriter. So
Interesting.
yeah, so it's really cool. It's and if you're looking for it, it's HANX Writer, Hanks Writer.
Oh, okay. Sheila, I'm so glad you were able to come and spend some time. Take care and have a good night.
Thank you.
Say hi to David for me. Yeah, I think you should see if he's interested in the typewriter.
So yeah, and pushing his script for 25 years. Yeah, it's a crazy business. You want to get something made, you have to go make it yourself.
Yeah, pretty much so. Do you miss the business?
Do I miss the business? Sure. I mean, I fortunately I miss kind of everything I've done. I'm glad I did it. I don't necessarily need to run back to it, but I miss being able to create from beginning to end. It's kind of cool to to either write a story or take someone else's story and turn it into a film or some type of visual media that people can see, and that's cool. But it's nice. I'm still amazed that people that the last movie that we did that still has not been released, but the trailer's got like 6 million views on YouTube, and so I'm amazed people still seem to be enjoying that. So I've had cool things that I've been able to do, and I miss it, I guess, like you miss anything that you did that you were fond of, but I don't feel the need to run back to it or anything like that. I'm enjoying selling the cookies.
Yeah.
And they seem to be happy with my selling them. So
that's a good thing. I'm really happy that you've managed to get back into such a broad spectrum of venues for it at this point, because it was a rocky road for a while.
Yes, it was. Hey, I just noticed that there's a live counter clock on the top of this. Oh, it doesn't show you on yours? Mine says that we've been live for 53 minutes.
Oh, yes.
And 6 seconds. I was just thinking that this is approaching telethon status. Maybe we should start taking donations for something. I figure between the live counter and the crawl on the bottom of the screen, I don't know if everyone can see that. It says chatting with David. So I feel like, I don't know. So if you're not having your Ellen moment, you're certainly having your Jerry Lewis moment.
Why not? Yeah, I should be ending. Actually, in all truth, you haven't been on here for 53 minutes and 39 seconds. I have, trying to get you on here. That was a marathon in itself. So I think we figured out how to make it work. I needed to actually be live first, I think.
Right.
In order to invite you to it.
So, yeah. Do people know? You asked me a bunch of questions. Do people know about about some of the little nuances of your world? Do people know that you are an incredible artist and used to draw these unbelievable cartoons and things like that? Do people know that you've dated celebrities? Do they know about that? So you should if you want to open the doors to someone interesting, and in fairness to me, in my defense, you've had a few more years under your belt to accumulate interesting things, but yeah, you should share that information.
Okay, so I'm going to then say, the next time that we do this, why don't we turn the tables and you can get to ask me things? or talk about things that you think might be interesting to the world at large
Okay.
about me and your memories.
I will do that. I will do that.
Okay.
This is amazing. We've been talking for almost an hour or a little bit less, and I feel like we have covered absolutely nothing.
Next time we'll
really,
be prepared. This one, listen.
No, this was great. This was awesome.
This is off the cuff. And this was, not knowing whether or not it was going to work. So I had absolutely no agenda. And this is what happens when I have no agenda.
Right. No,
So,
that's good. I mean, and we've covered a lot of nothing, though. I mean, people got their money's worth, so, which I'm hoping that they didn't have to pay for this. So, then it makes sense. The joke otherwise doesn't make sense.
Yeah, they did.
Okay. And people are still joining. I mean, we just hang out, and
yeah,
talk.
The Bronx girls, right?
So,
okay, so we are going to end this then, and I want to thank everybody for having the forbearance to get through this because of my early difficulty in engaging with you on this platform. So I'm happy that we were able to get there. And I look forward to the next one. The next one, I promise, is going to be much more structured. And we should be able to be less, off the cuff.
Less off the cuff? Gotcha. Does this show have a name? Maybe we should work on a name.
Yeah, we should work on a name. Why don't you come up with the name?
So, although I guess...
Although maybe some of our viewers can come up with a name. So if you think of a name between now and then, just put it in the comments. And maybe we should have I've got a great idea. We should have a contest. And the winner will get one of those things that I'm going to be giving away from the house.
Yes.
How do you like that?
That's great. And yeah, so we can start off with, the straightforward things like, the Tonight Show with Jerry. Although actually with sort of the length of the show, you should call it the Tonight Show and the Tomorrow Morning Show and the Later in the Afternoon Show. And so
the Endless Show.
Yes, there you go. But yes, people should come up with names for this thing.
Okay. It is great to see you all. I really am happy to see you. I'm glad it worked in the end. And again, I promise we'll get better at it next time. Take care, everybody. It was great to have you with us. David, wonderful to see you as always. And I'll see you again tomorrow. No, I'm kidding. Whenever you're available to do it next, we'll schedule another one.
All right. Well, goodbye to all the many people in the comment bar, and I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
All right. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye-bye. Take care, everybody.